I'll give you 30 seconds, everyone, and just think about the superpower that you have and just go a little deep within you. Generally, when I ask this question, so I'm multitasking, I do this and those are all superficial things that I feel. Go deep within for 30 seconds and find your superpower. You can write it down. And yes, do you all have colors and paper with you ready?
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. So, just for 30 seconds, put this thought in you and write down one of your, you can have many, but yes, one superpower that helps you or looks like a lot of superpowers. Okay. Um, I've been working with women now more than 15 years. I started with prenatal, postnatal health consultant, and then gradually overall health, catered all the age groups. And in COVID, I felt a need of creating a platform where we all can come together, hold each other's hands, and help. So I used to take one-on-one sessions. I was in India that time, and what I realized over these years that we, most of us, we try to pull ourselves down, and we get caught up into trivial things. So I used to think about this, implement on myself also, and then I realized that we have immense potential. We don't even realize it, and we need to rise a little above and see all the situations from there. Do not get caught up into the downward energy. Um, then I kind of designed some programs and I used to do these sessions, and these sessions help me first, then anyone else. So, in today's session, going forward, few things that we need to keep in mind is throughout the session, keeping your positive self, bringing that positivity out. Everything that we'll do, every conversation we have, bringing that positive self of yours out. Number two, looking through a different window. When I say looking through a different window, we have three windows. Say, for example, I have three windows here, and every day I look through these two windows. I've never opened this window. Today I'm going to open this window. I'm standing out there and I'm looking myself through this window, and I'm also looking the situation and the environment around me through the third window. And uh, as I mentioned in the post also, Zangtre is there. And it's a good time to realize our divine feminine potential that we have, that our ancestors have been discovered, they have already discovered it, and it has been spoken in many texts. So we have that within us. So let's bring that out today. I'll play music. and then I'll guide you through the process. Just be with me. No, we don't have to analyze too much. Just walk with me wherever I take you today. Okay, I want you all to be comfortable. Is it audible? So if you want to move around, revolve your chair, move your arms. And I generally do this activity when we are in person and we stand and move around. So just to get started, feel wherever your arms are going, your head is going, whatever you feel like. Sway. Now I want you all to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Relax yourself. Relax your face. Inhale joy and exhale joy. Now, the process is visualization. Now, you imagine that you're shaking your arms, legs, feet. We are shaking ourselves through our imagination. We are sitting, but through our imagination, we are shaking our limbs. When you're shaking your limbs, imagine that you are releasing all those energy, all those thoughts that limit you from growing, that limit you from doing whatever you want to do or you wish to do. You are releasing all the negative energies from you while shaking your arms, shaking your legs. You are letting go of what you don't want in you. When you are releasing all the negative energies, you are creating a space within yourself. You are creating a space for new energies to enter yourself. Take a deep breath. You are light because you have released all the burden, all those energies that you don't want to be part of. You're extremely light. You are empty, ready to fill in new possibilities and new energies within yourself. Now, with your actual hands, touch your head, your hair. Just feel that the positive energy, the loving and calming energy is entering you. You are feeling fresh. Bring your hands down slowly, gradually to your neck. Just feel your neck. Gently massage your neck. Feel that calming, healing energy that your hands are bringing to your body, and then gently to your shoulders, to your arms. Now your hands are interacting with each other on your chest, on your stomach, on your legs. Bend slightly little down and feel this energy on your legs. You're filling yourself with positive, loving, calming energy that is filled with joy. And rub your hands together. Now feel your face. Gently fill your face with that fresh energy and relax your forehead. Now keep your hands on your chest. Your chest is container of your heart, and feel heart. Take a deep breath. You are filled with joy. You are happy. You are the happiest person on this planet. You embrace yourself. You love yourself. You are healthy, happy, strong, filled, filled with positivity within you and around you. Go deep and experience this joy, peace, love within you. You are content within your own self. You're exuberant, happy, calm. And all the energy that you have received is entering your systems. Entering your cells. Your cells are happy, joyful, peaceful. Your entire system is happy, peaceful, and joyful. Bring smile on your face. Feel that contentment within yourself. Feel that strength within you. You don't have to prove it, we have it. Now, come back, bring your awareness back from where you started. And whenever you feel, you can just rub your hands and open your eyes. I'll give you a few seconds to absorb, observe, and just write down a few words or a sentence that things that you released and things that you received. And there are chances that you don't have anything to write. That's okay. Any thoughts, anything to share?
Yeah, I sometimes feel that if I'm not doing anything and I'm just sitting and trying to get everything out of my mind, it is a bad situation because too many things that I have to do and too many thoughts come into my mind and I get overwhelmed by that. So it is better that have something in my mind, like one, two things that I can focus on. Because when I sit and I think, there are so many things that come into my mind that it gets sometimes cloudy and confusing. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. There's so much happening right now that I feel I have to deal with every single situation. Whereas, like I'm talking to you right now, that's the only thing that's in my mind right now. So it's better that way. I know people say you should meditate and all. I feel it doesn't work for me. It's better I stay engaged with one thing at a time.
I was listening to someone recently, and the way he explained meditation was there are different techniques, but when you are engrossed and engaged in some activity where you don't know, hours have passed, so you are meditating.
Hmm.
That just came to my mind when I was listening to you. You said that you cannot focus, or it's I sometimes like to paint, and I'm there for 2 hours. I think I've meditated enough for 2 hours because I'm
Yeah,
not thinking anything that time except my piece of art.
yeah, that is actually true. That is actually true even when I'm working, because I'm only concentrating on one thing and the time just flies by and I see I've accomplished a lot. But when I'm sitting idle, there are too many thoughts in my mind. And get, that's actually when I get stressed out because I feel, oh my God, there is so much to do. It's better I stay busy with something that I like doing. And I love my work. I love what I do. So when I'm busy with that, it's much better for me. So when I was touching myself, I was like, oh my God, everything hurts. Maybe I should book a massage. So that is what was going on my head at that time.
The
Okay.
Good
realization.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I mean, our mind and body is connected. What I have observed, my body aches when my mind is not stable. That's what happens to me. When I am peaceful, every single thing around me is peaceful. When I am not in peace, even if there is just two paper lying on the bed, I feel it's a huge clutter. So I feel that when I'm peaceful, I feel the world is peaceful for me. That's how things happen with me. Every individual is different and unique.
Funny, I can connect with what you were just earlier saying that meditation has different forms for you, and it every different things work for different people. And Anjana, when we talk about the traditional meditation, like you have to follow steps, it doesn't work for me either. And so when Shivani said that if you have spent, let's say, a few hours doing something, that's meditation for some people. For me, that is meditation because sometimes I can spend hours doing just something which I love to do. And at the end, you find peace within yourself. So if your work is giving you peace, then I will put more work on you, I think. You're you can be
No,
more
it
productive
does.
that way.
It does.
Some
I
people are just made that way,
No,
they
no,
feel
it
they
is actually true. I never shy away from work. What I will not take from you or anybody else is people management. That is what I hate. So that
people
is what my
management,
problem is.
meaning that if we manage you,
Yeah, you are,
we
that
want
is fine. That is
we
fine. But
want
don't give me maths. So, sometimes you're a single contributor. I love managing people at my work because I know that, they're getting paid for it. And if somebody doesn't pull their weight, I can fire them. And there are deliverables and there are things and there are procedures and professionalism. But in a volunteer job and in a nonprofit organization, you cannot fire anybody, number one.
you can't manage people, period.
There is no professionalism. So those kind of people I don't want to manage, but yeah, pile on the work. It actually is good for me. Especially after my kids left the home and at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, when I'm done with my normal work, I have to do something. I'm like, I cannot sit idle. I have to keep, I don't know how people retire, but
Um, okay,
Okay,
Different.
but
I would like to
okay,
pitch in here, and I feel out of my experience, I've been practicing heartfulness meditation from I think 2002 or one. I started it. My mother started it, and then I started it. I was too young that time. I didn't know. Okay, मजे कर रहे हैं, यहाँ जा रहे हैं, वहाँ जा रहे हैं. But now, when I understand things at this age of my life, I feel in a day, it is so important to connect with yourself. I have a toddler at home and I don't get time. So I get up in the morning. I don't sleep with her. And I go in the bathroom. I spend 15 minutes with myself, apart from what we do in the bathroom. So and then before going to bed, I again spend those 15 minutes with my own self, close my eyes or whatever, and I feel I'm ready for the next day. And when I do it in the morning, I feel I'm ready for this day, which has unfolded. And Archana ji, you are a doctor. You know this subconscious mind. Subconscious mind works. What I have understood is active when we go to bed
Mm,
and when we get up in the morning.
right.
So when I have started this practice because I know, Anjana ji, I relate to you because we have been, this is a conditioning that, doing, we females, we have to do all the time. We are doing. There is no time when we take a pause. So it has become our habit. So it has become our condition that, we cannot sit like that. We have to do something, especially after kids and marriage. So there's no point of sitting idle. um, when I sit with myself and I have started this practice that before going to bed, I don't want to get any thought in my subconscious mind that will disturb the condition that I am receiving. And when I get up in the morning, I don't want to put any thought in my subconscious mind which will disturb my day. It is very difficult. You get disturbed because you are not there. But I have seen the results. I have seen that before going to bed, if we just detach ourselves from those things that disturb our peace, or when we get up in the morning, we distract ourselves, detach ourselves from those things that will disturb our peace for the day. So it helps. And taking pause, I feel that even that helps a lot, bringing that peace and calm within ourselves. So this is the practice that I am trying to bring in my life with kids and everything, and it is helping a lot. Taking a pause, reflecting. Now, there's a thin line between reflecting, analyzing, and judging yourself. So most of the times we are critical for ourselves. We judge, ये हो गया, वो कर लिया, ऐसे कर लिया, मैंने ऐसे किया, उसने ऐसे, whatever. But understanding that thin line, am I reflecting, am I analyzing, or am I judging myself? So that is also very important when I see that doing aspect of ourselves, that we just have to do, we don't take a pause. That pause in life, I feel, is important. It's different for everyone, but this is what I have experienced so far. And I also feel that we as a female, we have those energies within us which other gender does not have. So I've come to this conclusion that I don't want to become anybody. I am content with my own female self. I am happy. I don't want to be compared. There is no scope of being compared. पहुंच ही नहीं सकते हैं. I feel there's no match, there's no comparison, and I feel that these things are no longer, they no longer exist now in my life because we are different and unique. I compare myself with Mother Earth. When I say myself female, all females, we are Mother Earth. Look at the Mother Earth. She nurtures, so we nurture. So there's no point of comparison at all. So being happy with own self. Archana ji, you say something.
Yes, Shivani, what you said is absolutely correct. So, what we are talking about here is that when you said that you have to spend time with yourself or by touching or, sitting or whatever, is that what we sometimes don't do is that, see, we show kindness and compassion to others, especially in my profession. Compassion is one of the foundations of all the lives of all healthcare professionals. So, when we show compassion to others, we become kind and nurturing and understanding, but many a times we don't show that same compassion to ourselves and kindness to ourselves. At the end of the day, we are also human beings and we also need nurturing. And if you sit with yourself, like before you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning, sit with yourself and give yourself the same kind of treatment that you want to do or give people that you're dealing with. In my case, my patients, right? I have enormous patience with my patient, and yeah, I can hear them out, but I sometimes don't have the same with myself. I, expect too much. So that is a very important aspect of being a positive person, is that treat yourself kindly with kind gestures and treat yourself like any other human being that you would want to be kind and sympathetic to. So that's very important. That's very, very right about having a positive attitude, because when you wake up with a positive attitude without a baggage and not beating yourself all the time saying, oh, I did this wrong, this person said this about me, then you are opening yourself to enormous positive possibilities throughout that day. So that's why people keep that kind and, a journal of kindness and, how many good things did we do today? It just makes you feel that you are a good human being. And that's very important.
And each one of us is, we are good human beings.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's,
Everyone is a good human being. I think it's the circumstances sometimes or the negative environment that you are in that you kind of respond to that. Sometimes, you become angry and you react a certain way. That's from the influences or the environment that you are being subject to. Basically and fundamentally, we're all nice, kind people. That's what God made us.
and letting go is also something that we need to learn a lot.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We cannot do every single thing perfectly. So that will help us in good health, I would say. Letting go of many things. It's okay.
Of course, of course. Forgiving, certain things
Forgiving.
sometimes you just forgive yourself if for not doing a job nicely. Um, yeah, we are humans. We'll make mistakes. It's fine. As long as the mistake is not something that hurts someone, I think we are fine. Letting go is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say was, how do you help yourself by, like, personally, I'll tell you of my personal experience that I'm very critical of myself, of what I do. And that leads to a lot of self damage for me, that I feel I'm not doing enough. It's not, I know I'm doing a lot, because in terms of my home, my kids, my husband, my family, or volunteering work, but then it's still, so anything little goes wrong and I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? Like, it just works against me. So how do you overcome that?
So this is what I do, Neetu. I do not look for validation or any kind of validation from outside. I self-evaluate myself. If you have put in your 100% and done your job, and there are mistakes, which is human error, like, you are not a perfect person, nobody is. But if there are any errors or mistakes, you still have the confidence that you did your 100%. See, you have to do your job 100%. And in your self evaluation, you will say, oh, I did my 100%. I couldn't have done anything better. Things can go very good for you, or things can go south also. And you can say, oh, there were a few mistakes. That's okay. We cannot beat ourselves for it, because you have given your 100% to that situation. or that job. So I think self-evaluation is very important, because if you feel that you did not do anything and you could have done better, yes, you have to work on that. But if you self-evaluate yourself and say, yes, I have given my 100%, I couldn't have done anything better based on that time and circumstance, जो हो गया वो आपके हाथ में नहीं है. It's not in your hands.
Anjana,
But
I'm not
yeah,
here looking for validation from anybody.
yeah.
It's
But you know
just,
what?
when I said I'm self-critical.
Yeah, but if you have given your 100% to that job at that particular moment, you couldn't have done anything better than that. So to beat up yourself and say, oh, that particular thing didn't work well in that job, is you're being unfair to yourself, because you did your 100% at that time.
Yes, exactly, unfair to myself. That's why I brought it up. What do I
And
do?
sometimes, and sometimes you do something, and I do something, and I also self-evaluate myself, and I say, no, I could have done better, better, better. But my clients, like, I'm an architect, but my clients are like, this was fantastic. And I get such, credit for it and this and that. Magar, inside, I know that, you know what, I could have done better. Nobody knows that. I could have done better in this situation, this situation, this situation. So even when I get external validation, I don't let that get into my head. My self-evaluation is more important to me. So don't beat yourself up if you are, thinking that, oh, I made a mistake and I'm being critical of myself. No.
It's a
I would,
personality
I
trait.
would, I would again pitch in here. Sorry,
Yes.
and what I understand here is connect to self is the word.
Yeah.
Connect to self. When I say connect to self, there's a word in Sanskrit. It's called viyoga. One is yoga, another is viyoga in Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says that we are attached to our miseries.
That's true.
Yoga is when we are understanding self, and yoga is when we are attached to our miseries. Many a times, unconsciously, we are happy being attached with our miseries, and miseries is not something, something bad has happened, day to day things. So here when Anjana is speaking, I just felt this connecting with yourself every single moment, practicing that thing of connecting with yourself. Now detach yourself. When I'm saying detachment, I don't mean कि छोड़ो सब. You are a being first. You are a being, a pure being who is nothing, just a self. So if you are able to connect with that self, not as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, as a volunteer, nothing at all, just with that pure being of yourself, and and then see what happens. Because we are associating ourselves with things around us, we are females, but पहले हम इंसान हैं, फिर then we are mothers, sisters, daughter-in-laws. First we are that human, which we, मैंने पोस्ट में लिखा था, we tend to lose ourselves. That human being within ourselves is lost. All these years we have lost. So we need to bring back that human being. That's what I understand.
Prachi, you have your hand up.
No, one thing that is, I'm very young to speak on anything, but I feel like one thing that has helped me, which is more of a practical side to it, is journaling and writing. So, for example, if I have some project in life, maybe personal or professional, then I feel like writing the 3 success criterias has helped me a lot in the past 2 to 3 years, because and then after that, whatever happens, but then for myself and my association and my dedication towards that project, maybe it is as simple as painting a lamp to like anything in professional world, but I like write my 3 or 4 success criterias and say that, okay, if I have achieved at least 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 3, then I will call it a success and make peace with it. Otherwise, if whatever happens beyond it, it happens. But then, and the second thing that has helped is also delegation, which I was very poor at before I got married, but then now my husband has like taught me to ask for it, because sometimes we are just like so much aware of our surroundings that we feel like, okay, isse to acha I will do it myself rather than, calling somebody. But then that has helped, like if I particularly ask for a thing, then it has helped me to in the day to day, and I've seen that like growing progressively. uh, and that has also, reduced that burden on myself, that I'm not beating myself up to it, that if okay aaj, if I have not turned on the dishwasher, then if for one, like out of like 20 days, if I didn't turn on the dishwasher, then I have like asked for it, that you do it today, or something like that, like delegation. And as well as, not sometimes things happen, and then if my day was successful for other parts of it, if not the routine, then I'm okay with it. And sometimes it's funny that I do it deliberately. Sometimes I will not put on turn on my dishwasher just for the happiness of it, that I'm still human and not a robot. So then in the morning I'll feel like, yeah, I did that, I did. And removed out, yeah, like I moved myself outside of that trap of being in the whole robotic process of your routine. So sometimes it's like being quirky, it can also help, like it has helped me.
Prachi, wait till you have kids and then forget all your dishwasher.
That's why that's
See
why
what
I started
happens
my
next
point by
morning.
saying I'm too
See
young
what
to.
happens next morning when you don't
Yeah.
have the bottles and all
Yeah.
ready. ठीक है, देखते हैं फिर.
What I understand from Prachi is be easy on yourself.
Yes.
It is okay. कभी नहीं भी किया तो it's
कभी
okay.
नहीं, I was
Big deal.
like
What a
very
big
poor
deal.
at it, but then I'm learning it, so it has helped me a lot. कि नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ. And then also one other thing I'm trying is, so earlier, if there is an event, let's say next week, then I will like all the time what's running into my mind is about that event. अच्छा decor कैसे होगा, ये कैसे होगा, कितने लोग आएंगे पे. But then जितना इवेंट के दिन मुझे एफर्ट लगेगा, उससे ज्यादा एफर्ट आई एम पुटिंग फॉर मंथ्स, जस्ट बर्निंग माय ब्रेन आउट ऑफ इट. सो आई फील लाइक आई शुड ट्रस्ट इन माई सेल्फ, देन दैट व्हेन द डे विल एक्चुअली कम, आई विल बी 100% to it. Maybe a day before I will manage it somehow, but then I should not like spend all my time and energy just thinking about to that event, and I'm losing all those days which maybe I would have done something, reading a book or more relaxing activity. So again,
But
not.
what is coming to my head right now? Life is beautiful. We need to live it. So we put a lot of this and that
Yeah.
in our life. So if we learn to just live our life, I think
Yeah.
these problems that we all have will sort out.
I had just one observation, and I don't know if anyone of you have experienced it. Have you just beneath a star-filled sky and just gazed at that, just the stars, or maybe you're on a beach and you just gaze out into the ocean. It makes you feel so small as a human being that what we do doesn't matter. Nature is so enormous and nature knows what it's doing. So sometimes when my head is filled with whatever, I'll go outside and I'll look up and I'll look at the stars and I'll say, where am I in this world? So I understand that we all want to work hard and we want to do good things and we want to contribute and this and that. But in the larger scheme of things, we are very minuscule. We are very small.
I had the similar experience, Archana, what you are talking about, when I started trekking. So I've done Kashmir Great Lakes in Kashmir and Tarsar and Marsar. So when you are at the bottom of the mountain and you look up and you look up that mountain, you feel, oh my God, it's huge. And when you scale that mountain and now you're on the peak, and it has taken you 3 days or 4 days to do that with camps in between and everything. And then when you're on the top, you look down and you feel so small.
Yep.
You feel so insignificant. But at the same time, you feel accomplished because you have scaled that mountain and you are now on the top of that mountain. But then you see the scale and you feel that you're not even a speck in this entire world. And there are such huge things and huge elements. And the same thing, so our trek leader, he said, whatever you're feeling right now, write on this postcard.
Journal, yeah.
Because we were right on the top and we could see the lake and it's beautiful. The whole thing is so beautiful at that time. Most
Did
of
you
us,
go to
most of
Mallinson?
us, sorry?
Did you go to Mallinson school?
No. This is with indiahikes.com. I do the
This,
treks now. Whenever I go to
okay, now,
Kashmir,
okay.
it takes a week,
Yeah,
almost
yeah, yeah.
3 4 days. So I'm doing every mountain now, one at a time.
That's
And
wonderful.
and most of us couldn't write anything because we were so overwhelmed with the
Overwhelmed,
with
yeah, with
the
nature,
most of
yeah.
us came back with blank postcards because we couldn't explain the feeling that we were having there. We
Yeah,
felt so
yeah.
small.
Yes, nature is the force, and I have always seen that when if you want to get a perspective in life and want to tell yourself that how significant you are, go outside in nature and you will get your answer. And while all of us want to do good things in life, and we should do good things in life, and contribute positively to that environment, because it'll give you that goodness back. So it's like a boomerang. You give good, you get good. But yes, nature has its own way of managing things. And we as humans, I guess that the only positive thing we can do is just contribute positively towards nature's, whether it's the trees, whether it's the environment, whether it is the human beings, which are a part of the nature. I think kindness begets kindness. That's what I think is important. It gives you peace at the end of the day.
Here I'll take a pause and change the topic.
Okay.
um, is this visible?
Yes.
Okay, so do you all have paper with you and colors with you?
Paper is with me. I couldn't find my colors.
Two circles,
Uh,
right? Shivani, is it two circles? Three circles.
I'll tell you now. I'll explain if you have things ready.
Yep.
So
Me.
there's a oh wow, you're an architect.
The architect is here.
If you wanted
Architect
the colors,
Nilanjana is
अगर
ready.
साथ होते तो you could have borrowed some. Anyway,
Wow.
There is this outer circle,
Mm-hmm.
there is this inner circle, middle one, and there is this small circle.
Mm-hmm.
Now the outer circle is your life aspect of your life that makes you what you are is the outer circle. Then there are certain things that you want to change in your life and become something. So the center, the aspect that you want to add in your life that will help you to change and grow. And the small circle, this is you. So the aspects then changed and then you finally changed. Now you have to fill all these circles with the colors. So you think for some time, choose some colors for the aspects that the current life aspects. It could be your temperament, your surroundings, your nature, anything. And then add some colors that you want to change, bring change in you. And then you have changed the center part, you have changed. Then put those different colors to the change that you have become. When you have changed, when this part of yours is all about positive self-talk, I am capable, I'm giving examples, I am capable, I make mistakes, but I learn from them. Every day, I am a new version of myself. So I'm giving an example of positive self-talk. You can think of whatever positive self-talk you want to do. So I'll repeat. The colors that you will put here is your life aspect. The colors, certain things that you want to change within yourself to grow. And when I'm saying growth, growth is that inner growth. And then when you did put the colors, and then you changed and become that person with all the positivity within you. Before we start, I'll just walk you through so that the imagination comes in, because generally we don't do these things. So sometimes it is hard to imagine those colors and all. Give yourself some time while you're doing this. And when you finish this activity, you have to give words to your whatever has come up here with the colors. Put few words. It can be 2, 5, 10, and make a sentence out of it. So today we are putting colors to our life. That is what this activity is all about. And also when you are putting colors, after you are done, just think the colors that you are using, what is the significance of that colors? Why are you using those colors? So for a moment, I want you all to, if you have any questions before I begin, I think I'm clear, right? And it's not perfect drawing. I did this session recently. One of my friend drew something and she came to me. She said, "मैंने coronavirus बना दिया है." So it's not a drawing session. Okay, close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Imagine as many colors as you can. You can imagine yourself in a garden of flowers. You can imagine yourself surrounded by a rainbow. Imagine as many colors as you can. Red, yellow, green, blue, pink, black, white. Any color. And now you are putting all these colors on yourself. You're painting yourself with these colors that you have imagined. You are filling yourself with these colors. Now take a deep breath and put these colors on the paper.
Hey, Shivani, sorry, I have to go. I have to pick my son. So sorry about that. But it was great, as always, joining your session. So it was great to interact with everybody else too. So I'm dropping off here.
Thank you, Suman.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. I'll talk with you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Shivani, I have to drop at 5:30 as well, but I'm too curious about what's going to happen next.
Yes, we'll spend 5 minutes. Even I had to go, but I just switched my job. I told my husband to drop my son at the class. But yes, we have 10 minutes, so we will definitely. Uh, so, were you able to? You're on mute, Archana.
Color the circle. Is that what we had to do?
Sorry?
Did we have to color the circle?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. I got the instruction right.
But that's okay. See, whatever has come out, that has come out naturally.
Yes.
Even if you forgot the instructions, those
Yeah,
are not important.
that's true.
Anjana, were you able to visualize the colors and everything?
Yes. I knew it initially. Just when you said the first sentence, I knew what I was going to do.
You knew it. Were you able to make a sentence or wrote something about it?
Yes, what I finally want to be, the innermost circle, I colored it black.
Wow,
I
that's bold.
It's like finally I want to be able to see no colors. Everything should look beautiful to me. There shouldn't be a difference between red, yellow, blue, green, whatever. And that's why I colored it black. All colors should feel the same to me. A feeling of nothingness. That's where I want to reach. So my so the outer circle is a lots and lots of colors. The inner circle is only 2 or 3 colors, and the innermost circle is just black. That's what I did.
Okay. So the colors that you used, were there any significance or what importance do they have in your life?
See, the outermost circle has lots of colors and very bright colors because right now my life is like really vibrant. It's like, there is a lot going on and I'm enjoying myself. But finally, I do want to slow down in life at some point of time, right? Take time for myself, see what is important, and what do I finally want from this life? And that's why the colors of green and blue, there's no red in the inner circle that I showed you. There's nothing. So I just want to be peaceful and, take care of myself and not sweat over small things. And finally, I want to even like the final thing is black, which is what I want to reach. Like I want to reach a place where nothing makes a difference to me. Not that in a bad way, in a good
I
way.
understood completely with you. It's a beautiful thought. I don't want to spoil it with a lot of explanation. Um, what was your experience while doing all this?
I was excited. I was like, oh, I know what I have to do. I know what I want to convey, and I have to convey it really quickly. And, I was like very happy doing it. That was my thought, and that was what I was feeling.
Okay. Now, I want you to, when you are done with the session and all, keep this in your room where you see this every day or now and then. And after a month, do it again for yourself.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So, journey continues. So, you can,
I'm done too. I also have to
yeah.
colors back. Oops. Oh, sorry. Did I hold anyone now? No, I
No.
just want to show you my colors.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I'll just finish this and then I'll come to you. You can work on this particular subject every month or 2 months, whenever you feel like, and see that every time when you come back and do this, is this the same or there's some change in you? Are you the same what you were today, 7th of April 2024? Are you the same after 6 months or a year? So this particular activity, it does not stop. It's an ongoing activity that helps us to reflect on us every now and then. So that is the purpose of this particular drawing activity that we did today. And significance of colors. And every time I feel that every time when we do all these things, then it remains within us, and then we see something out there, and then we relate it to ourselves. Oh, yeah, this is what we were doing, and this is the color I used. So it helps in that way as well.
Mhm.
Coming back to this again and again. Okay, yeah. You can share your experience of painting yourself.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, my colors are the outer circle is purple, orange, and turquoise blue. So, for me, I think that this shows who I am right now. I am obviously, I'm very spiritual. But at the same time, I'm also, I'm ambitious. I want to do things. I do feel that there is some level of confidence in me that if I pick up something, some, project, that I'm confident that I can complete that and I can overcome obstacles in a peaceful manner. Also, compassion is one of the, um, foundation of my job given to me by my profession. I do listen to people, I do feel their pain, and I genuinely want to help everyone that I can. Sometimes I overstretch myself, but that is who I am. Now, am I 100% that? Not, but I would hope that I am at least 70 to 80% that. So this is who I am basically. What do I want to change about myself is that I want to with ambition and all that, that you want to do everything, like, I have set my mind up to doing things like, a particular way. Also comes stress in life, that you are trying to do the best, and sometimes you can't, sometimes you fail. So I want to change that. As I get older, I want to be more forgiving to myself, become a little flexible. At the same time, I want to stay very close to nature. I'm very much a nature girl, because that's where the peace and harmony comes in. Like if I'm seeking something, an answer, I always feel that nature has a way to explain it to you. So the colors green and yellow that follow uh, is where I want to be. I want to be more peaceful. I want to be more in harmony with nature, but at the same time I want to be vibrant. I want to be full of life. I want to enjoy life. I want to like go places, this and that. So the green and yellow give me that vibrance, but also a peace and calm. And finally, pink is very, very, I love pink color. And I never imagined why I love pink color, because that's a feminine color. I am very close to my femininity. I want to look feminine all the time. So I think pink, I always choose pink. If it's my dresses or something, there has to be some pink in it. So pink always is a part of me. And finally, my inner circle is just white. I want to reach to a place where there's nothing else but peace, and I'm one with nature. That's where I want to be. But I have to cross that path from the outer circle to the inner circle, and then finally become very peaceful.
Same thought for you. Just do this activity again after month, 2, 6 months, a year. Keep this in your room so that every time you do it and you see, did you cross that barrier? Are you closer to that white dot that you want to reach?
Thank you, Shwani.
Thank
It
you.
was lovely. It was lovely. Really, it is very, self-reflective. You want to know yourself, which we sometimes don't do. But it was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining.
Shivani,
Yeah.
lovely.
Thank you, Shivani.
Okay.
Thank you, honey. I have to
Thank
go.
you so much. But Neeta,
Yeah.
I can wait to hear from you. That's not a problem. If you want to share, I can wait.
Yeah, because I told you I could not find the colors. My kids are out, so I just put the things in the garage. So I could not find the colors. So
But
you
I can, we
practice.
can, you can share. You might, something you have thought when you were, listening, or
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
okay. Thank you so much for
Ronnie.
joining, and please continue this journey. Don't stop here. See, did you cross those barrier and reach wherever you want to reach?
That one
That's
suggestion. I hope that we can take this exercise to everyone. I know that this is the first time we started that, but you
Ashra,
know,
could you speak up a little?
no, I said that I was hoping that we could take this to, kind of make it a continual process, because today we just 9 or 10 of us joined, right? And it was so
Read my
much fun
mind.
and pleasure. It was just pure, just connecting with each other, knowing each other better, who we are, where we want to be. And you can see that all 9 of us aren't different from each other. We're all same. Our aspirations are same. We are hard on ourselves. We want to get to a better place. I was hoping that we could get this exercise and bring it to other folks as well. If you have time and if you think it is possible for you, we can create a continuous, Zoom link for you, if you have time, of course, and offer it to people, like maybe zone wise or however it works, and different people can join in and they'll find what we did today. Then you're saying, let's come back in a month and find that if it helped you. I think it would be very helpful to all of us, in long term.
And exploring different aspects of being us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be something
I
that
just wanted to put my 2 cents. I just wanted to let you know I was not slacking. I had my camera off, but I was doing my work. Okay.
Oh my God.
And then I
Oh
did
my
a
God.
lot of brainstorming too. All
you
the points
did.
I
Oh,
thought about it.
oh goodness.
You can read.
That is a lot of work, Aparna.
So
Wow,
I
she
was just
she
taking
drew
little
also.
notes and writing down what I think about women and how I think about women and how will I perceive things differently. So I just wanted to let you know, I'll send you a screenshot. I mean, I'll just send you an email, what I thought about today's session. It was
yes.
brilliant.
I would like to know more. I would like to know what were your thoughts, because one thing which I see is common in every session when I conduct,
Mhm.
we don't think about our own that being. We as a ambitious person, we as I like my work, I like this. What about that being which is free from everything? So that this is missing in every session that I take. Yes, sometimes people say I have a superpower. My kids are my strength. This is my strength. But isn't there anything else that you are you? Bring that you. So let's try to bring that you back.
It was very nice. It was really nice.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank
much.
Yes,
you.
Ashna, you just read my mind. I was thinking that if we could do it on a regular, like a monthly basis, and have different topics, like, different aspects to talk
Of
about.
her life, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll also put a thought on it. And yes, I'll see how I can
Okay.
take it forward. Thank you so much.
बहुत अच्छा लगा.
Thank you.
बहुत अच्छा
Thank you,
लगा.
Shivani.
Thank you,
This is
Aparna. We can connect again, and we can share, we can discuss. You can send me an email, or we can talk, whatever suits you.
बिल्कुल.
Good to see you, Aparna, after a long time.
Thank you. बहुत अच्छा लगा आप सबसे
bye,
मिलके.
guys. Yeah, I
Bye.
got to go. Thank you so much,
Sure.
Shivani. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Indu,
Thank
you didn't share anything.
I'm sorry. I will share with you. I will. Promise.